guys, welcome to Vlogmas day 4. I cannot believe it. I'm so excited for this video because today we are going to do my eyebrows and I'm going to show you guys how I literally transform my eyebrows from looking like this to this. Because girl, my eyebrows are bad. I have not done them in so long. They really need a lot of help. So let's get into it. Just zoom you guys in right here so you get a nice close look at these brows. It's been about, I want to say, a month since I've done my eyebrows. Definitely a lot of stray little hairs. Eyebrows are not looking too hot, okay? First things first, we need to get this hair out of the way. Period. I want to start this video out by saying I am a licensed esthetician. I own a salon and I literally do this for a living. Even though I'm going to give you guys a step-by-step on how I personally do my eyebrows, I don't personally recommend it unless you are trained for this. First thing I always do, start with some gloves. Always wear gloves. Don't be nasty, okay? Whenever I work on my face, I literally treat it as if I'm my own client. I do everything super clean. So my plan for my eyebrows, which is what I usually do, is a wax and a tint. Sometimes if I have somewhere to go, I will laminate them, but I don't think I'm going to do that today because I am a little tight on time. But just to make sure there's no oil on my eyebrows, because I did do skincare this morning, so I do have quite a bit of moisturizer on, I'm going to go in with a little bit of a alcohol pad and just clean my brows really well with this. My skin tends to be oily, not because that's my skin type, but because I put a lot of moisturizer and sunscreen on in the morning. So I find that this works the best for me. But if a client has dry skin, or if you have dry skin, I recommend just using an eyebrow cleaner or just washing your face really well beforehand. While I let my eyebrows dry, we are going to mix up our tints. This is the one I use from Bronze Sun. I'm using the dark brown shade. When my hair was a little lighter, I used just the regular brown and it was perfect. But now that my roots are growing out, I'm gonna go in with the dark brown and then their developer. We're gonna do a 50-50 mix of this. I usually have like a little cup that I mix it in, but honestly I'm a little lazy right now, so we're gonna do it on the back of my hand. Don't judge me, okay? Give the developer a good mix because it tends to separate. I try to aim for a 1-to-1 ratio, as close as I can possibly get. Give it a good little stir. That's what the tint is looking like. I usually like waiting a few minutes to let the tint set because I notice that it develops a little bit darker if you let some oxygen get into it, which sounds really weird, but trust me, trust the process. I'm just gonna brush my eyebrows just so I can figure out what shape I really want. I typically do recommend mapping out your brows because I feel like I already know the natural shape that I like to go for and my shape is still somewhat visible. I'm not gonna do that for myself today. I have two brushes. One is an angled brush I use for a tint and the second one is a little brush that I use for concealer. Here's what the brush looks like. It's literally the best brush for eyebrow tinting. The brush should have even amount of tint on both sides, just a little bit. You don't want a huge glob on it, otherwise you're gonna lose control. I zoomed you guys in a little bit so we're real close and personal now. I'm literally giving you all of my tips and tricks. I take the angled brush. I start with my right eyebrow because this is my dominant side, so it's just a little easier for me. The pointy part of the brush facing my nose, and I start on my inner eyebrow and I do little stamping motions to make sure that the bottom is lined super straight. So as you can see, I made just a straight line here, and then I'm going to flip my brush from this to this, and this is where we use the other side of the brush that also has a tint, and we're gonna lightly line the bottom and complete the bottom outline of the brow just like this. It should be super clean and super sharp. This right here is perfect. Now I'm gonna dip into a little bit more tint and I'm gonna start flicking upwards. Start in the front, same thing. The longer side of this brush is gonna be towards the nose and we're flicking up, and this is how you're gonna get that super beautiful pretty ombre look in the front of your brows. So this is the fade I have in the front of my eyebrows. Now going in with a little bit more tint, now I'm going to line the top of the brow. Now that this brow is done, I know it looks really crazy right now, but it'll look a lot better once the brows are waxed and the tint is wiped off. I take one of these little micro brushes. It's super small, super precise, and I just go in and clean up in case there's any spots where I put the tint where I don't want it. And it's really important you do this immediately after, before it starts to stain your skin. Perfect. So the right eyebrow is done. I'm gonna go ahead and do the left one now. The same exact steps with the stamping, the lining the bottom, flicking up, and then filling in the rest of the eyebrow. Both eyebrows are done, and I know, trust me, I know I look insane, but we are going to wax our eyebrows now, and this is where the magic is gonna happen. I have a bunch of these little wax sticks and my wax pot here. The pattern I use is my unibrow first, underneath my eyebrow, on top of my eyebrow, and then vice versa on the other side. And whatever little hairs don't come off, we are going to tweeze. Getting the wax on your stick is really a technique because you want the back to be clean, a nice amount of wax on the stick so you have good, even control. If your wax stick does not look like this, your eyebrow wax is going to be very difficult. So I have my wax stick here. We're gonna go into the middle first. Middle of my brow hairs grow upwards, so I'm gonna put the wax in the direction of the hair and I'm gonna pull in the opposite direction. Throw out your stick each and every single time, okay? Hold the top, pull. And you see all those little hairs? Unibrow is done. Let's do the bottom, which hurts the most. So let's just get it out of the way. When waxing, you want to get as close as possible. I always love doing the tint first and then waxing as the tint sets, because that way I have a super easy guide to follow. It's literally like coloring inside the lines. Same thing, hold this side, pull here, and sometimes it takes 2 tries. Here is the second strip. Already there's such a big difference between this eyebrow and this eyebrow. You can see all the little hairs here. To finish off this eyebrow, we're just gonna do the top. This eyebrow is all waxed. A little bit of redness is normal, and this eyebrow is not waxed. I'm taking a little cotton round and some water, and I'm gonna wipe off the tint of this eyebrow. I'm wiping this one off first because I put the tint on this eyebrow first. So if I were to leave this tint as long as I was leaving this one eyebrow would be darker than the other. And I told you guys, it looks crazy while the tint is on, but once you wipe it off, it literally looks like I filled in my brows with makeup. But this is gonna last me a couple of weeks, which is amazing. We're still gonna have to tweeze this eyebrow, but for now, let's just wax this one first, and then we're gonna tweeze both of them together. This eyebrow is now waxed. Another clean cotton round, little bit of water, and let's reveal this eyebrow. I am so happy with how my brows turned out so far. I think the color is absolutely perfect. Not too dark, not too light. Our final step is just to do a little bit of tweezing. We are so close to being done with the brows. The brows are all tweezed, waxed, and tinted. The last thing we need to do is just conceal the bottom to make them extra crispy. I'm using this concealer by Ulta. It's in the shade Light Cool. I'm gonna place a little bit behind my glove like that. We're gonna go in with this flat brush. You really don't need a lot of concealer. Just underline right here and blend it down. Lined underneath your eyebrows and blend it downwards. And guys, we are all done. It's literally that freaking easy. These are the completed eyebrows. I am so obsessed. This is the ultimate eyebrow glow up. They look so good, and the color match is like color matching. So again, I'm a licensed esthetician and I own a salon, which is why I feel confident in doing my own eyebrows. But if you don't feel confident and you live in the New York / Long Island area and you want to get your brows done, hit your girl up. You can always come to my salon, Emily K Aesthetics, right over here. We have amazing reviews. Our clients love us. If you're interested in getting your brows done, send me a message and I'll hook you up. Thank you guys so much for watching Vlogmas Day 4. I'm already glowing up for the new year and for the holidays. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you tune in for Vlogmas Day 5. Can't wait to see you there. Bye, love you.